What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another cup of conversation.
Where we have conversations worth having.
I'm your girl, T-Boss.
And I'm your girl, Chitchat Coco.
And welcome to the 100th episode. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, let me stop.
Why would you get ghetto like that?
Please, I don't know. That's what took over, and that was the first instinct. I'm sorry. Anyways, I ain't mean to roll up on y'all.
And I'm over here doing the TikTok.
Let me be sweet. Welcome to the 100th episode, y'all. We made it.
We made it to the 100th episode. Like, it's crazy.
A little consistency will get on there.
Really?
To 100.
100. Put 100 on that nigga head. Since we feeling gangster.
Talking about getting ghetto.
Right.
Oh, God. Let's roll right into it.
No, for real. Okay, cool.
First, let's start off with our thank yous. Let's just thank the people for supporting us.
I got a speech.
Not a speech.
First, giving honor to God.
Yes. Hello.
The head of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to thank y'all so much for real. Like,
you was doing good there.
No, I really do want to thank God because it was nobody but God that helped us navigate our relationship prior to even having a podcast.
Yes,
like
first and foremost,
like just being able to be mature and hear his voice and how to deal with T and how I guess T, how she dealt with me. Like, I just like thank him for that because we navigated some rough patches, and I feel like I'm just grateful to even be able to be at 100 episodes.
Right.
Because we was at one point thinking about like, bitch, we ain't gotta do this shit no more.
Right. No. I'm so glad he guided us through those stormy days because having this effective communication really has done wonders for this.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I don't know if y'all can tell, but every episode something is elevating.
Yeah.
Something around here is elevating. I know y'all can tell from the set. Look at the material.
No, really. But no, I'm really appreciative of that. And I thank God for the people, like we said last time, our 40 to 50 consistent views on YouTube.
They consistent too. Them numbers are growing.
Yeah,
we throwing that out there, but them numbers is growing every time we record, like consistently.
Yeah.
People who coming back to watch us. And that's all we wanted was the returning clients.
Mm-hmm.
And while we talking about clients today, we're going to get into the business conversation. Support, loyalty, or accountability. And then we're going to talk about like the entrepreneurs versus consumers in Black businesses. Not even just Black businesses. Let's just say
minority business.
Yes, minority entrepreneur businesses as a whole. So for our first segment, how you feeling, how you dealing? As a consumer, how do you feel about the narrative of blindly supporting Black-owned businesses simply because you're Black?
I don't subscribe because I don't subscribe to that because I feel like I support businesses. Like, let me say this: I will give a Black business a chance off GP just because it's a Black business, and I know like we don't have that many chances all the time. Like, you know, it's not as we don't have the mega marketing sometimes. So it's like just off GP, I will support a Black business, but if I keep going, if I consistently going and you getting it wrong, I'm not going to stay for you to like fix it. I might recap, spin a block or something like that. But like, if I tell you and it's like not taken well, or if it's not handled well, I feel like automatically, like I look at that as a sign of character, whether you Black, green, or purple.
Right.
And I'm just not for it. So, and I also I feel like I give grace. Like if I say, oh girl, when I came last time, you know, it took a little long, you know, for me to get my order or whatever the case may be or whatever. And I got a personal experience. And I've been wanting to talk about this because I've been feeling so guilty.
Do tell.
You know. So I was supporting a Black nail tech. And I love her still to this day. I ain't going to put it in the past because still to this day, I love her. And even her work is beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yes, it is. And I know that I am particular about like my nails. Like, I don't know why, for some reason, I really wasn't a nail girly for a long time, but then when I became one, and really, to be honest, she turned me into a nail girly. So,
with the different designs,
like just with designs and stuff, because I was just a French or one solid color girl type of thing.
I noticed you changed that over the time.
Yeah, and so I say that was her doing, but I became really anal about the shape of my nails, like looking at my nails. I don't know if I'm autistic or what. I don't know what it is, but it's like certain things like I can't get with. Like I'd be like, and I know that she didn't express to you and some few other of our friends that like anytime that I would come, I would make her like stressed,
a little
out.
nervous.
Like I would make her nervous, and like I feel like sometimes to salvage a friendship, it's not about like I just gotta support her because she Black. I'd rather us have a good relationship and me go somewhere else. Bitch, go somewhere where you like it. Don't keep complaining to me about how I do nails when you know this how I do nails. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think as a consumer, I can take accountability for that part. And I just was like, let me find somebody that I like.
And I think that's big of you, because instead of just like you said, just feeling the guilt of it, supporting just because that's my friend and it's a Black-owned business, you knew better to get up and go find you something that was more suitable to what you needed.
But I ain't gonna lie, I did feel guilty, like, cause usually when she used to do my nails, I used to be like on Instagram, like, y'all just got my nails done. I ain't been on Instagram.
Why do we do that? Like,
cause I felt bad, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I felt bad. I did feel bad that she was a Black girl and I wasn't going to her anymore. And I was like, let me just not even post my nails no more, because it's like, I don't want her to, like, she gotta know I'm getting my nails done. Right. But I ain't want to throw it in your face, type thing. But that's just how much respect that I have for her and her business. But then at the same time, I had to tell myself, like, it's not nothing bad. Like, it ain't like you want to fight her because she ain't do your nails. It's like you just went to somebody else.
So you pretty much answered the dealing part, because I asked, how are you dealing with people when you support them and they don't deliver on your expectations? So you gave a few chances and then you kind of like find what works best for you. Okay, so my second part to the question is, do you publicly critique or just not show back up and kind of like...
I'm not going to publicly say nothing. I'm going to let everybody have their own experience. Now, if you was a Karen, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be... This business did X, Y, and Z, but like for Black business,
I had to do that braid shop.
And it depends on the level of. She wasn't nowhere telling me like, oh, I'm good. I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, she was very open about like, I'm new to this, like, so it wasn't nothing to blast. Like, it wasn't nothing that I wasn't already knowing. So no, I'm not no blasting type of person unless it's like something serious. Like you putting rats in the meat and you thinking it's, you know what I'm saying? Right. If you a food truck and I find out you got rats in here and it ain't chicken, then I got to say something, because people gonna be...
This is not the same.
Right, it's different. So I think, but for you though, because I know you.
I'm a blast.
You a blast.
I'm a blast. But it only, okay, so I talk about my experiences, whether they're good or bad. So I'll get on social media. If I have a really good experience, I'm going to talk about it too. So I don't want people to feel like I just get on there and talk about it when it's bad experiences, because I do get on there and talk about stuff when it's good experiences too. But I'm not going to, when my blasting, this is kind of how I kind of like categorize it. If you do something and I tell you about it, and like you said, you are personable, you try to fix it, you apologetic, you're not taking it personal or feeling like I didn't
attack you personally,
then okay, I ain't got nothing to say bad about it. But if we get to a point to where I'm telling you and you going back and forth with me, baby, hold on now. Because now I'm not finna argue about you to give you my money.
Right.
We ain't finna do that. Like, that's not what we gonna do.
Yeah, quick.
So I will blast if you take it too far. You better not take it personal. Take it to the heart. Just take it as a customer wanting something better.
Right.
For their money. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to spend their money on bullshit.
No.
Nobody.
Right. And I think to really talk about it, like, I think Black businesses have like got into a space to where they feel like, I'm doing it. Me doing it, me stepping out doing this is enough. People ought to be okay with that. And it's not. It's like people still deserve great customer service. People ought to be able to come and communicate with you. People like clean stuff.
Right.
I don't care if you a Black business and you don't got all the money, like, do what you can with what you can. Do your best with what you can.
Exactly. And I want to make a little example, because this is what kind of prompted me to want to talk about this is Les Barbecue had came like to Houston or something like that.
Who is it?
Les Barbecue, the man with the oxtail, big, he called him Candy. That's what he be saying.
No, I don't know.
You don't know him?
No.
Oh my God. I know somebody know him. Y'all know him. He be having like these big oxtail plates, and like he came to Houston to sell them, like they barbecue oxtails or something like that. And it was a lot of people critiquing him and saying, it's too expensive, it's a long wait time, the plate portions ain't that, you know what I'm saying? And then it's this dude that I know who has a barbecue business. Shout out to All the Smoke Barbecue. He has a barbecue business which is really doing good in the 409. And just as an entrepreneur, he thought that was like sad of the Black community to be saying, telling their critiques publicly. And I was thinking to myself, well, I get where you coming from as a business owner, but I would love for somebody, I mean, publicly or not, tell me if I need to do better. As a business owner, would you want to be told?
Well, it depends on what you're being told, because I also think, like, from his standpoint, I feel like a lot of times Black people are very loud about Black businesses, but they don't have that same energy when it comes to everything.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Like, we'll settle for, like, we'll go to Louis or wherever y'all go to get the designer stuff, and then we'll let them treat us bad and still spend our money, and we just gonna be outside with our Louis bag or our boots or our shoes, and we not gonna say nothing. So I think that's the part that kind of gets aggravating, where you don't have that same energy across the board. Now, if you one of them people that always got something to say, or if you gonna tell it whether it's this or that, then that's one thing. But I think we get in a habit of only outing our own. And then when we get around them, when we go to Walmart, we don't say nothing when we taking something back. Somebody had a coffee pot, looked like it had been used for the last year straight. And they just took it back to Walmart and was like, you ain't hear nothing about it.
And they didn't like, well, because I think with bigger brands like that, you can make a complaint, but it's not going to get to what's his name? Walter? Whatever his name, Walmart, the Walmart man.
Well, if the goal is for it to get to them, you can get to a Black-owned business privately without taking it social.
Yeah, you can.
So, it depends on what your goal is. Is your goal really to sabotage, or is your goal to really get something
improvement? Yeah. Because really being quiet don't do nothing but hurt the next customer. You can be influencing another black person to go, and then now they got something bad to say. I don't like to recommend people who don't be on their Zoom. If you ain't on your Zoom, I can't really recommend what you should be doing because I can't. But let's move on to our main topic. Before we flow on, I got a this or that, customer and business owner perspective.
Okay.
What's more important as a customer, affordability or professionalism?
Professionalism.
Professionalism?
Because I'm going to spend my money where, at the end of the day, people going to pay for what they want.
I agree. Yeah. I agree with professionalism.
I ain't worrying about making something too cheap for you to really want it. If you mess with me, if you supporting me, you going to spend your money.
Yeah.
As long as I'm coming with the professionalism.
I agree. As a business owner, would you rather private feedback or public honesty?
What you rather?
Cause private feedback first. At least start there. You know what I'm saying? If I take it personally, which was one of the kind of questions for the business owner, like, why do sometimes we take it personal? Like somebody is trying to...
Because it's like our baby. Yeah. It's like our kid. Like, it's like something that we didn't work. We feel like we hit all the bases before we brought it to you. So what would you have to say?
And plus, a lot of us is putting our hard-earned money behind it.
Exactly.
It's not a loan. It's not nobody else's money we playing with. We playing with the money that
we done made.
Yeah. So it is personal. Like, it's our personal money.
Yeah.
It's going to a personal account.
But then I feel like that goes back to like, I feel like business owners, it got to be more than just saying, I want to have a business. Like, it got to be like real dedication to, if you're going to be every part of your business, like you're going to be the customer support, then you got to take that customer support class too. You can't just take that product, learning how to buy the product. You got to take all of the courses if you're going to be all of the parts.
Yeah, it is it's a learning process. And I think we know that just by jumping into different businesses ourselves, but jumping into this one in particular, like,
right.
Yeah, just because you knew how to run a med spa and I knew how to run a makeup business, that don't mean we know how to run this business. Yeah. So, like you said, once we
don't mean I know how to know how to communicate with people too.
Right, and just because we signed up to do it, don't make us automatic experts at it. And a lot of people sign up to do it and don't really know how.
But that's where the acknowledgement part comes in. If you know this, don't be quick to be offended when somebody brings you a problem when you already know. Yeah, it could be a problem right here. What she's saying.
You already knew ahead of time. You didn't know that, but
you bought the 99-cent bags instead of the $2 bags.
Exactly. That's why her shit posted up in the mail. Like, you know this though, but you ain't care.
Yeah, but you gonna argue it down when they come instead of just saying, you know what? Let me take that on the chin.
I was right. Yeah, you was right. That shit shouldn't have been like that. I know I need to up my bags, which means I'm gonna up my price. So the customer can't. It's give and take.
Yeah, it's give and take definitely.
So for the main topic. As a customer, why would you, and I guess you just talked about that a little bit, why do customers feel guilty for telling the truth? Like, especially I feel like in Black-owned businesses, because I think a lot of the Black-owned businesses,
and they be wanting to fight about they shit.
Not Black people
and I don't want to fight.
It's Black History Month. Don't say that. Don't put that narrative out there for them damn Karens.
Oh,
Like, I know.
bad.
That's what we've been trying to say.
But I'm just saying, like, but no, really, I'm being funny though. But you know how Kay is?
Yeah.
I could see, like, I don't think she would for real, but I was like, I don't want to tell her, like, I'm not coming no more. I'm just not going to come no more because then I might not get out the house.
She's sweet. I don't see her doing that.
Well, she told me about her old life, so I ain't want that to rise up.
She was. Now, she said that. She did say she'll fight. Look. But she do take criticism well. Like,
she does.
She takes criticism very well. But
I started to feel like I was complaining. I think that's another, to answer your questions, why we don't say nothing. It's because sometimes you can feel like you complaining at that time.
If you're repeating your criticism.
Yeah.
I heard a post. I seen a post the other day. It was like, if you constantly repeating yourself about the same thing, you begging. Like, you begging and complaining. Like,
I'm begging.
Yeah. I feel guilty about telling the truth because I will be the person to say that I done sat in some hair chairs and I'm like, bro, I could tell this shit ain't coming out right. But
oh, don't do my hair ugly, bro. Don't do my hair ugly.
No, for real. I'll never forget you doing my hair ugly. Real. But like, I be like, I could tell this shit ain't coming out. But sometimes it's that thing where it was a 50-50 chance when you walked in the door that shit probably wasn't gonna be right. You were just giving it a chance. Like,
no, it's the fact that I can see with my hair, I could see somebody like doing they big shit, like they combing my shit, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to let you down. You like, you really doing your one. Like, you really think you doing your one.
Yeah, in their mind.
And then you don't want to like make people feel like, you know how you be on a high horse, like you doing somebody's shit and you think you doing it, and then they tell you this ain't right.
Yeah, that part crooked.
I don't be wanting to be the one to let you down. Like, it's like,
but we gotta get out of there because it ain't. I think it's about the way we communicate it, like tell it to people because. Spending your money, you have the right to say that. You know what I'm saying? I have the right to say, like, could you fix that a little bit, or could you do X, Y, and Z? Because if I'm gonna give you my money, it ain't just I'm just giving it. This bitch just giving it out. I'm not doing that. Like, I have the right to say something. So I think it's the way, because sometimes we be aggravated. We sit there and let them do it and let them do it. And now she at the front braid, and I'm like, I know them bitches too big. I asked for small, she giving me medium.
Yeah.
And now I'm mad when I should have said, while she was in the back, like, are you making them kind of big? Or did you remember my size? Like, or just ask a question or say something. I don't know. I think it's our point of communication.
Mm-hmm. And you don't be wanting to.
And like you said, when black people mean, like when we aggravated, we do get a little
You don't want to aggravate people. Like, especially when I be at the Africa get my hair braided, they already know. Do all of them. I've been pulled out one. Okay, do all of them like this.
I couldn't do your hair.
Do all of them like this. I'm over the days.
I feel where you coming from because I should have did like that. Like, remember when I told you about that instance I had with the African braiding shop? Baby, we all up in, because that was the one time I was like, I ain't finna just pay this shit and not speak up. I'm saying something today. Like, some days I be like, I ain't saying that. But that day I had it in me. I said, nah, we all up in other people's salon. Now let's compare your braids to mine. What size you got? That look like the same size as mine. I'm not paying for this if she paying for that.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you gotta say something. Like, I can't.
After the first time I said something one time about my hair, I never went back to not saying nothing no more. I feel so liberated in that moment.
Yes. Oh,
and
my
walking
God.
out that bitch like, yeah, my shit right, because I said something.
Because I said something. I did not let that hoe play this time.
I ain't letting nobody play in my head. I spent too much money on my hair to play.
And speaking of spending too much money, like, at what point do you stop supporting because it's costing you your pee? Like, I constantly gotta tell, or I'm constantly just wasting my money. Like, how many times? I don't want you to put a number on it. Put a number on it. Give me like 4 or 5, 6, 7.
For
4?
No. Oh. For hair and nails, you got one time because not one time. Well, for nails and hair is different. For nails, I probably give you like 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Because you got to get acclimated with. Nails is almost kind of like makeup. Like, you got to get acclimated with people's skin. Like, I even tell
your finger,
people,
your bases.
Like, if somebody come to me for their makeup, I would be okay if you was like, nah, I ain't the one for you, because sometimes I don't always get it right on every face, depending on if my product blend with your skin type. You know what I'm saying? So even a girl, she just started coming to me. She was like, I normally give people like 3 or 4 times to do my makeup before I decide if I really like it, because I know you got to get accustomed to doing my face. Mm-hmm. And that's true. So like for nails
that's
or something.
That's good for a customer to know that. Like, it's good for her to.
So for nails or something, it'd probably be like 4 or 5 times. Like for my hair, Two max.
Two max.
You had a bad
I was
day.
with you with that. I was with you with that one because that one time that I have had y'all a fucking ride of hair appointments.
Just the podcast alone, you didn't have a ride.
It's like a ride. Like it's not even funny.
You
like,
never like your hair
ever, unless I do it. And I did it this time, y'all. So I got a lot of compliments too. But like, it's just a point of I'm giving you my money. And I think today a lot of people expect like, oh, you was gonna spend it anyway. Like you just giving it out anyway. I mean, like, why not me?
Right.
Why not a good service then? Like, why can't you provide me and then upping their prices and not like, everything's
Can we
going
talk
up.
about that real quick?
Yeah, let's stay there.
So let's stay
there.
right there. We got 9 minutes. However, just because, this is how I think pricing should go. Pricing should be considered about your skill set, your environment, like what you spent to have the environment that we're in, the materials that you use and all of that stuff. Pricing just don't start because you're at, say for instance, other nail tech is charging $200. Pricing don't start, because everybody charge $200, I can start. No, you're
pricing. Because at that point, are we better than any other capitalists in the world? Like, just this the same bread with the same ingredients it been having.
Yeah.
But just because everybody else going up on their bread, not Wonder Bread finna go. Like,
and some of that
you
can
didn't
play.
even make it a better bread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, some of that can be in play. You want to have a baseline for it. You don't want to come in the game all the way down here and then it's messing up the market. However, you have to take into consideration your skill set. I had I was going back and forth with somebody on a post about, they were saying how y'all don't say nothing at them white salons when they charge X, Y, and Z.
Who goes there?
Well, even if you do, at the end of the day, these people have credentials. They have the skill set. I ain't giving my money to them either if they ain't got it together. You get what I'm saying? But you can't compare apples to oranges. You don't even have a license. Oh, when did a license ever matter? It does matter. It matters because when I get ready to sue you, who am I suing?
We in your garage now. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It matters. Like, you have to take all of that in consideration. I think that's part of the mindset of, oh, I'm a black business, you ought to just support me just because. No, like, you need to have your stuff together, because if I get an infection just because, do you have a insurance and all of this in place? That's where the price started to calculate. When you start saying, oh, when you come here, you're safe because if something happens to you, I have malpractice insurance, I have X, Y. Like, you have to have those things. You can't just say, I got this price because I do. No.
That's what everybody else is charging, and that's the market price right now.
No, it's not enough.
I don't mind a little, like, if I've been going to you for a while and then your prices change, I don't mind a little price raise, but you have to have, like you said, going up on your quality. I pay for a quality environment. How easy is it for me to access your business? Like, was this complicated for me to come find? Like, I go off of all that. And then when I get there, your respect and communication and how you handle me plays a big part.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna just keep on, and that's another thing I think this younger generation entrepreneurs need to understand. Returning clients. I'm not finna give my money to somebody with an attitude behind my head, or somebody who just, you ain't gotta talk to me that's cool, but if you can't keep a little 1-2 conversation, like, I can't vibe with you.
No, really. So real quick before we move on, does anybody have anything they would like to say about what we talking about right now?
I actually got a question. This or that.
Okay, give it to them.
Okay. From a customer standpoint, are Black-owned businesses listening? That's gonna be y'all this. I got this or that papers over there too, so y'all can let me know. So, are Black-owned businesses listening or defending? Listening is gonna be your this. Defending is gonna be your that. What y'all think? You answer this. You in the business. You in the building.
So this is what?
Listening. They listening. Okay. Think so? Okay. Are Black-owned businesses listening or defending? Listening is your this. Defending is your that.
I'm a that.
That.
As a whole, as a general type of statement.
Yeah, because I know I'm sure you saying that.
You can't generalize it. Why?
All Black-owned businesses aren't the same.
They aren't. But when you get on social media and people complaining about them, I see it's more of a defend, like they're trying to defend themselves. But that could because you done made your criticism public instead of just coming to tell me. Like you didn't say nothing when you was in a chair.
The generations of bad business on me.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of giving me a chance to just talk to me. I feel you. I feel you. Okay. What's worse, bad service or bad attitudes? Bad service is this, bad attitudes is that. No, both of them. Both of them. Okay, bad service. Yeah. What you say? This or that?
I'm gonna say bad service. The reason I'm gonna say bad service is because I don't care what you mad about. Get my food or get my stuff right. I don't care about what you mad about.
Yeah. I'ma say bad services too, because I can like, if this is one time you doing my hair, you staying back there all quiet because you got an attitude, your nigga done stayed out till 6 a.m. last night, you don't know where he at. Right. You looking over my shoulder to see if that's what, you know what I mean? Bitches be scared. You know, bitches be scared and that's, don't be texting nobody I know.
Right.
In my seat. All right, but like, seriously though, I think I could take a bad service.
Because if I got a bad attitude too, I'm still spending my money, so I'm sure you don't care if my attitude bad. Exactly. So I don't care if your attitude bad, give me my stuff.
Are Black-owned businesses or businesses, minority businesses in general, are they ready to scale? Do they have systems in place, or do you think?
The ones I know do.
Yep, ready to scale, systems in place. Okay.
That part, I'm gonna say no. That's the that.
Well, yes.
Or I'm gonna say no.
Or no. Yes or no.
I feel like I'm being negative, but I really do feel like there are businesses. But as a whole, and I'm gonna say this, I feel like a part of our generation and I'm gonna say our generation really, because below, I feel like the younger generation, they are having the mindset and the creativity to get the marketing dollars that they need to have that stuff in place, or just like the business dollars that they need to have certain things in place. I think it's our generation where we just jumped in the business and that we don't have.
Yeah. Our generation and above, for sure.
I'm going back to the consumer. The consumer don't do their research. The consumer doesn't educate themselves. There's a business for everybody.
Yeah.
You can't just call a business you think is cute that you see on TikTok.
Yes.
On your research.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with that too. And consumers got to take more accountability in what they go. Because just because you seen somebody with a video with 30,000 views and all this other stuff, don't mean that was gonna be a good service. And then you get on here complaining about it, but you didn't really even
do your due diligence to look. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I see. I experienced that so much in the cosmetic surgery environment. People told me often, "Oh," I said, "How did you pick your doctor? How do you find your doctor?" "Oh, one of my friends had went to them." Then they showed me the friend. You, not to body shame, but you are a heavier set built woman. Your friend was always skinny since she was 10. You should have compared how he does bodies on your type of body. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go to the same person that go to T. T already got a booty. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna go to the same doctor as you and expect your results just because he did yours right.
And that is another, like, customer knowing what they asking for and knowing what it takes to get what they asking for is a lot. Because they'll go up and I want these layers that look like cash doll. You bought 2 bundles?
And you bought
how many bundles did you buy? I mean, what did you come up here with?
Yeah.
That leave out ain't never been straightened?
Yeah.
You that natural?
Yeah.
No, get up out of here.
Yeah.
I don't blame some of the hairstylists. But right back to the are we ready to scale our systems in place? I don't think so. I think, like you said, our generation and above, we start businesses out of necessity sometimes. Some people are like, "Oh, I've been cooking, I've been making these plates for this many years. I'm gonna go ahead and start me a food truck." Ain't got an LLC for the food truck. Ain't got the, the inspections, all the stuff that is necessary. And I'm just like, well, now when people come to you and get the complaining, now you can't really get mad because you skipped all these steps and went straight to
you went straight to selling plates.
Yeah, you went straight into it.
No, really.
Okay. And lastly, are Black-owned businesses asking for support or immunity? Support being this, immunity being that. And let me break that down. Immunity by, like, you come shop with me and not ask no questions. Come shop with me and don't,
Yeah.
Or y'all want real, genuine, support us. Immunity is that.
We got a this. And we
Okay.
got a that. So
We got
that
this.
is okay.
Actually, no,
This is support.
because you don't get a lot of that genuine nowadays because people start money hungry because of the economy and the way it's going, but based on the recession.
Thank you.
And so they feel like, in order to remediate their, financial issues, they just like, okay, let me just push for more people without the love behind it.
Right, right. I definitely agree.
That is missing. That's missing and it's showing up in people's businesses because you still have to be empathetic to what's happening right now. The person can't spend their money if they can't feed their family.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy food, they're not thinking about no lashes.
Right.
You have to be empathetic.
So at what point do you have to be empathetic and adjust your pricing to where it's like it's hurting you? Like what's that borderline?
You don't adjust your pricing.
Oh, okay.
Never adjust your pricing.
You move somewhere else. She said never adjust the pricing. Never take the money.
Yeah, your artist is never devalue yourself because the moment that you devalue yourself, you like blood and water for sure.
Yeah.
So you pivot a little bit. You might collaborate with someone and do a special. You might do a little 1-2 for new people who sign up or get on the waiting list.
Right.
Yes.
Very strategic. You do not operate in scarcity ever.
I love that. I love that. I love that. So I do think at the end, to just put a button up on the conversation, I think both sides have a little learning to do. Consumers will probably have the less of the job because we're consumers at the end of the day. This our money. We going out and this is how the economy
we gotta
is
do
ran
better
for
too.
us.
We got to do better too.
Yes, we do.
As consumers.
We do. But a lot of the spite is on the business owners. Like you have to the lesson that needs to be learned. Like you have to check off your boxes.
You basically saying don't give us nothing to have to talk about.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like you can't. If you start off in the business and you don't have all your boxes checking, just go back and revisit. You have to go back. At some point in time, it's gonna have to get done. You might not have the money for it right now, but after you done worked for 6 months and saved it up, and you've been selling places, go back and get that LLC. Go back and get that inspection the way it's supposed to be done. Go back and get your insurance, your license, whatever you're supposed to have.
Get some business funding.
Yes, business, and you're not gonna get all that without having your LLC and stuff.
Get a mentor. That's another thing.
That
too.
is somebody in your business field that knows.
More than you.
Done
more than you.
Not your friend, not somebody who never done it, not nobody on Facebook, none of that.
Okay.
But we're gonna button this one up with that one. That's the end of our first part of this episode. And hopefully it filled y'all cups up. If y'all have some comments on Black-owned businesses, leave them down. Like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Deuces.